pronunciation is the most peculiar thing in English. So when we learn English, in one sense, in one aspect, we have to take extra care, and that is pronunciation. I gave you some examples in my earlier video, and I told you that in the next one I'll make a list of the words to show it, to make it very clear to you how pronunciation is really something very peculiar, very strange in English. See these words then. S-I-N, sin, S-E-E-N, seen. It is not that difficult. Long vowel, it is the second one, long vowel sound. Here it is short vowel sound. Sin, S-I-N, sin, it is not seen. Sin, S-E-E-N, seen. Another sin is there, S-C-E-N-E, that is also sin. Short vowel sound. Sin, seen. In the same way you have fill, feel. Do you feel my pain? You should not say, do you feel my pain? Do you feel my pain? Fill in the blanks. Don't say feel in the blanks. No, fill and feel. So this is the long and short vowel sound. Similar things we have in our language. Rashoika, Dirghoika. And here also Rashoka, Dirghoka. Here the long and short vowel sounds. Many such words are there. Then interesting word pair is this one. S-A-I-L, S-A-I. Both we pronounce it the same way. It's sail. But see the difference in spelling. Quite interestingly, S-A-I-L, sail, it seems a bit logical. Yes, S-A-I-L is sail. It is not that difficult to understand, S-A-I-L, sail. But coming to S-A-L-E, what is the interesting thing you see? S-A-L-E. First thing is, between S and L there is one vowel, A. But the sound we make between S and L, when we pronounce the word S-A-L-E, when we pronounce it as sail, between S and L, although we see only one vowel, we make two vowel sounds. That is something very important. Vowel and vowel sound, consonant and consonant sound. We will discuss it in the next video. So, although vowel is one, but two vowel sounds we make together. Between S and L, we say sail. When you say sail, sail, A. You make a sound like A between S and L. One vowel is there, but two vowel sounds are made when we pronounce A. A-E, A-E, A. And more interesting thing is, the E that comes at the end, Bechara E, poor E, he is not sounded. We don't pronounce this E at the end. We don't say Seli or Sele. No. This E remains silent, and this A is pronounced using two vowel sounds. There are many other words like this. Gate. When you say G-A-T-E, gate, the E at the end is not pronounced, but the A between G and T is pronounced with two vowel sounds. Gate. Sail, F-A-T-E, fate, R-A-T-E, rate, H-A-T-E, hate, T-A-K-E, take. These are the same category. Then more interestingly, you say T-H-E-M and T-H-E-N-E. T-H-E-M we call it them. This T-H is pronounced as them. And coming to the next word, we use a vowel at the end, E. And with the coming of the vowel, the impact, its impact falls on the consonant sound. T-H-E-M, them, T-H is pronounced as the, and here we see T-H is pronounced as tha. A vowel is added at the end, but its impact falls on the consonant sound. Them, theme. Coming to the next line, you see B-A-D, bad. That is something very popular, very common. We often find these things. B-A-D, bad. B-E-D, bad. B-A-D is pronounced as bad. It's I will discuss in the next video. There is something called phonetic transcription. This is something like this. The phonetic transcription, that this A is When you find this in the dictionary, you have to pronounce it as bad. It's bad. This is bad. In the same way, you have SAT, SAT, SET, SET, BAD, bad, BED, bad. Coming to this pair, you see, in knife, the first letter is sound, is silent. We don't call it knife, it is knife. Similarly, there is no, knowledge. And then here you see, GH is not sounded. In enough and rough, those words you got, GH is sounded as for. ENOUGH, enough. GH gives the sound of for. If this is the case here, it should be lift or lift. Yes, if GH gives the F sound in some other words, and we apply that thing here, also, it should be pronounced as lift. But here what we do is that GH is made silent, light. H, G, H. Here you see DG. H, the same sound here also is there, but here DG is there. Here only G is there. H, fridge. Birth and birth, you see BERTH, birth and BIRTH. If you look at the dictionary, you will find that after this word, you will find something like this. It will be written like this. Something like this it will be there. So that is called birth. Both are pronounced in the same way, but see, everything is same except the vowel. Here it is E and here it is I. Other things are the same, other letters are the same, but we pronounce it in the same way, birth we call them. Coming to these three, work, bulk. When we say work, L is not pronounced. When we say bulk, L is pronounced. And this is very common. I often find people pronouncing this almond as almond. Here also L is not pronounced, almond. Palmolive, it's not palmolive. Palmolive, L is silent. Here L is silent. It's almond. Don't pronounce it as almond. Almond. Work. But in bulk, L is pronounced. Monday. There are many people who pronounce it as Monday. Why do they pronounce it as Monday? Because they are influenced by their mother tongue. There is something that is called mother tongue influence. When you want to learn a new language, the practice in your mother tongue, it influences you. The same is the case in our mother language. Since the letter is O is pronounced as O, so you will think it's O, so it's Monday. That is not the case. In English, it's pronounced as Monday. Coming to this one, more interestingly, here again D is silent. S gives the sound of Z. The way you pronounce is, is. S gives the sound of Z, and D is silent. So this pronunciation of this word is Wednesday, not Wednesday. More interesting word is this accident. Two C's are there. One comes immediately after the other, and we don't pronounce both the C's in the same way. First one K, next one C. We say accident. We don't say accident. If the first one is ko, why not the second one ko? Why not accident or accident? No, we pronounce the two C's in two different ways. It becomes accident. Then you see this word CHORE. CHORE. For many years, till a few days back, I used to pronounce it in the wrong way. And then came one moment in which I was talking with Abrar, a very brilliant student of ours who passed last year from our college. If Abrar is watching this video, he might be smiling and feeling happy and maybe feeling proud also that I am talking about him. He asked me whether it is the way I pronounced it or not. I used to pronounce it as core. For all these years, I pronounced it as core. Core means activities, work, job. Domestic core, it means the work, the things you do at home, these are all your domestic core. Abrar told me that it should be chore. He said, I asked him, he said he thinks it should be chore, he pronounces it as chore. I consulted the dictionary and I found him to be correct. So I had to change it, so CHORE is chore, not core. See, SCANT is scant. Scant means insufficient, something that is not enough. scant. And this is an adjective, its adverb is scanty. Or scantily. Scant, what happens in scant is that we pronounce C. We do pronounce C. Scant. But S-C-E-N-T when we write, we call it scant. We don't pronounce C. So there are innumerable such things in which you find in English that letters don't follow any definite rule. No one can tell you definitely, you cannot say definitely that that is how it should be pronounced. No. That is what makes English difficult actually, but it is not difficult because if it really was difficult, then people would not have accepted or embraced English throughout the world in the way they have accepted. There are some clues, of course. There are some remedies. There are some ways in which you can make these things easy for you. You can acquire the skills and you can learn things really well. And those things I will discuss in the other videos. And in the next video again, we will deal with some other words and showing you some interesting facts about how English is really strange so far as pronunciation is concerned. And that is what I wrote at the beginning, English the most unphonic language. What is an unphonic language? English is called the most unphonic language in the world. Unphonic is the antonym of phonic. Phonic languages are our languages where every letter represents certain definite sound. And that is not the case in English. You do not know which letter, in what sense, in what word, in which situation will be pronounced, should be pronounced in what way. So that is unphonic nature of English. And there are people like George Bernard Shaw and other people. George Bernard Shaw has written his Pygmalion, a drama in which he has talked a lot about these things. And there are many other people who suggested that there should be some change in the number of letters in English so that things become easier. But this did not take place. So people say that English is the most unphonic language in the world. It means nothing is definite about its pronunciation. There is no definite or clear-cut link between the spelling and the pronunciation. And if you are learning English, you have to take this risk, you have to take this challenge. And throughout the whole world, innumerable people have taken the challenge and they are using it really well. Why not we then? We will definitely be able to overcome this difficulty. In my next video, I will continue talking on these issues. So let us meet in the next video then. Thank you very much for being with me.